Hi, welcome back to Tao of Twang. I'm Dave. So working on some key of E improvisational stuff today, and I will put the chords up on a slide in the outro of this video, or the latter part of it, when I put your practice loop up there. So that's what we do on this channel a lot, is we have a lesson, not always, but most of the time. I do a little demo, we talk about it, and then at the end, I give you a loop of those same chords to practice the skills. And that's what this video, the format will be. So you'll be able to play along with the chords as well as the improvisation. So what was going on in that intro? A couple of things. The main meat and potatoes of this lesson is using, I've got an ascending and descending diagrams here for taking an E major pentatonic scale through different positions from here to here. So from your lowest E, 3 octaves up to that E, which is your high E string on the 12th fret. Okay? And let me just show you that real quick, and then that'll make more sense out of it faster. Okay, one more time. All right. Use whatever fingers you want. That's how we do it on this channel. If you have a question, you can, leave a comment or message me or something like, hey, can you tell me more? I'm having trouble, with my fingering of those positions and stuff. But for the most part, I encourage you to do, whatever works for you. Now, on that diagram, the ascending one, the first one there, the little S with the arrow are slides. Same thing applies. If it makes sense to slide somewhere else or not slide, okay, then by all means, trust yourself. Right? Hey, I'm playing the notes and sounds good to me. That's a winner. Those suggestions of where to slide are just things that work really well, and I guess things that I'm kind of accustomed to. Okay, so hopefully that helps, just to give you some of that more slippery feeling, some of that sliding from one area to another. And the other thing that was going on in the intro demonstration was there was some just regular E scale, do, re, mi, E major scale stuff mixed in there. Okay, now just, not about copying any of that right now. But just so you know, like, hey, he's talking about this pattern, but there was a whole bunch of other stuff going on in the intro, so that's confusing. So just remember that there's 2 things being used. This framework, and then some, okay, and there's some other, kind of double stop stuff, we call it. Don't get hung up on that right now. If you can catch that and work that in, that's great. If not, I was just playing kind of what comes naturally to me, and we're going to have more lessons about those kinds of techniques. So that's the pattern going up, and here it is going down. Same notes, but I wrote it out again because I noticed that I end up usually putting the slides in a kind of a different location. Again, slower. if you've already got some stuff that you do, some the major pentatonic stuff and minor pentatonic licks, great, because then you're ahead of you. You can work those in. The reason that there's a whole lesson on this channel dedicated to these two diagrams, to these two patterns, is because of the amount of mobility that it gives you to all of these different positions. Later on, you'll be able to stop in any one of those position changes and play licks that are located there. Okay, kind of weird solo there. Take a deep breath. Pace yourself. Park that video on that pattern going up and just work out on it. And then, later on, do the same thing for the descending one. Kind of cool because you could start just about anywhere in this backing track and start playing that, and it's gonna be good, right? In terms of harmonies and stuff. So you're set up for success on that with these chords and the notes that I'm showing you. Going down. Okay, now if you notice, I got fingers going all over the place. I don't really have probably the neatest, most well-trained fingering stuff going on in my playing. Therefore, I leave that to you and others that are probably that have figured out more about that than I have. But you do what makes sense. So all the same thinking and ideas would apply to that going down. The slide indicators on that diagram are suggestions. They're not rules. So this is going to give you a lot. It's a lick in and of itself. That's a legit lick. But like I said, the thing that the growth edge of this is that once you're comfortable with that, you don't have to do it real fast. I'm just trying to fit this into a 10-minute deal or whatever. Once you've got that under your fingers, all the other things that you've been working on, major scale, wait a minute. Again, we're not copying any of that. Those aren't licks. These are concepts. The two things you really want to focus on. Going up. Going down. Let me see. Okay, so I'm going to make a practice loop for you of those chords. And sometimes if I have time, I'll make a more produced version of the backing track and put that up, with keys and drums and stuff. Sometimes I just don't have time. But this will have probably a beat and the guitar chords. And have fun. Really invest in this. This is gonna... there's another pentatonic pattern that we've done a lot in a bunch of other videos, and for E that would look like So if you've been working with this channel a lot recently, or you've done those in A, there's that one with the Bob Dylan track with the Tangled Up in Blue, and you're like, hey, I've got some of these major pentatonic patterns. Well, fly them in here, but just remember we're in E now, right? For everybody else, either go back and watch those if you feel like they would help you, because they do offer you some more major pentatonic ideas, and there's patterns and slides in there. But I don't want to put all that into one lesson; it just gets too gumbled up. Those are your two tasks for this, and this will take you far. Really invest in this. Comment, consider subscribing if you haven't already. Hope that this information is really helping you in your music. Okay? Thanks. Till next time.